downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert off of play action. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Bulldozes past him. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Cincinnati.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Warren with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Touchdown! That's caught. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's third down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Rohr, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
They'll try again.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
An extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Bengals 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Smith with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on first down. And complete right side to Cook.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals.
Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games, It led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now back to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And in for the Lions, touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep. His first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Grant Haley in on the stop. 2nd and 6.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. Herbert. On the move to his left. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw again.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Back to throw again.
Kelsey, a nice catch.
Touchdown, Bengals. Travis Kelsey. 31 yards. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 9, Herbert bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kareem Hunt, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their...
He's got a man, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. But Tommy Tremble, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Cook. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time.